The law passed in California. This is great news. They are releasing your DMV license or any other license as a result of unpaid child support. And I will walk you through what the law says. Also, for those that are at the end of this presentation, or those that are impacted by this law, I will provide a remedy. But law as passed in California. The law as passed in California that people who are affected from the child support enforcement license suspension. So the law passed, which is Senate Bill 1055. I will walk you through and do a deep dive what the law says. Also, for those who are impacted by this law, we will provide a remedy at the end of this presentation. This Senate Bill 1055 goes into effect this year as of January 1st, 2025. So if you don't know this law, we will walk you through what the law says. Preview my video why I started this channel on child support education, because there's a misconception that child support, the program, is a federal law or state law. Here are the 2023 numbers for child support program. Child support program, it's Texas, comes in at $4.2 billion. California, $2.2 billion. New York, $1.5 billion. Ohio, $1.4 billion. And Florida, $1.4 billion. These are the top 5 for the child support program. Child support is just a money grab. In addition to the California laws, let's look at New Jersey. You cannot suspend my license in New Jersey. Preview that video. Also, the law got passed in Missouri, the state of Missouri. You cannot take your driver's license. As well as New York, they call the restricted license, but they cannot suspend your license. These are the 3 states that passed a law. They cannot suspend your license. The reason why the law is passed in the individual states, it's as a result of a lawsuit. Preview the video. Father filed a lawsuit and won. The reason why these laws have passed is a result of a lawsuit. You need to sue the child support agency. You have the right to file a lawsuit for any government who infringes on your rights. Filing a lawsuit is the highest essential of privileges. And the case law is Miranda versus Sims, as well as Chambers versus Baltimore, Ohio. The reason we file a lawsuit, it's because of the DOJ letter or the Department of Justice letter. And it's April 2024, not the previous letter, the latest letter, which is April 2024. You can file a lawsuit because of the DOJ letter. This is not legal advice, but my suggestions: you need to file the DOJ letter of 2023 in all of your family court cases as a result of child support. Here's why. You need to defend your rights, and contained in the DOJ letter some issues and case laws. You can use that to file a lawsuit against child support. The reason why the law got passed in California, and I discussed several states, it's because states must obey the decisions of the Supreme Court and cannot refuse to follow them. And the case law is Coopers versus Aaron, 358 U.S. 1958. And also, under the Supremacy Clause, state courts have concurrent duty to enforce federal law as well as state law. And the case law is Clavin versus Houseman, 93 U.S. 130, which means federal law is accessible in state court. Federal law is accessible in state courts. And why I say that is the Supreme Court ruled that merits of one case, as a result of the California case, it can be settled or recognized in other states. So the late John Marshall said that a case got settled in one court can be applied to all courts, all state courts. And the case law is Abelman versus Booth, 62 U.S. 506, and Howlett versus Rose, 496 U.S. 350. Know your rights. The law that got passed in California can be applied to all 50 states: Montana, Wyoming, Kansas, Georgia, and Florida. It affects all child support because why? Child support is a federal program. Check out my video, The 5 Supreme Court Cases That You Should Already Know. I have another video called The History of Child Support, and I'll walk you through step by step the child support program. If you're not aware that the law is passed, SB1055, here's the issue. Ignorance of the law excuses not. Ignorance about the law excuses no one. And the state case is State versus Miller, June 9, 2027. And it goes for judges and attorneys. But the child support process, the reason why they're not going to tell you this, because it's their arsenal for suspending your license in order to get you to pay the child support. That's why they're not going to tell you. Hello, my name is Chris, and in this session we'll discuss the law that was passed in California. Also, if you like the video, please subscribe to our channel. You can also listen to us on our podcast. We're available on all the major podcasts, Spotify, Apple, and Google. Also, we ask for a donation. Yes, we are asking for a donation. All this research that we're providing, it takes time and energy, and we're just asking for a small compensation just to keep our channel going. And if you have as small as a $5 Cash App, we're welcome. We're asking for a $25 gift donation, but again, any amount will be accepted. Let's do a deep dive into the child support enforcement program, and I'll provide you some details.
Under existing law, local child support agencies must keep a record of individuals involved in cases enforced under Title 4D of the Federal Social Security Act. This includes those against whom a child support order or judgment has been issued or registered in a California court and who have failed to comply with that order. The Department of Child Support Services is required to compile and certify these lists from local agencies and share the consolidated list with designated state entities responsible for regulating licenses, including the Department of Motor Vehicles. Before issuing or renewing a license, These entities must check whether the applicant appears on the most recent certified list and may deny or delay the issuance or renewal of a license if the applicant is listed. This bill seeks to protect low-income individuals from the consequences of driver's license suspensions due to unpaid child support. It prohibits the Department of Child Support Services from including men and women on the list sent to the Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV, if their annual household income is at or below of the median income for their county of residence. Starting January 1, 2027, the exemption will apply only to non-commercial driver's licenses, meaning that commercial driver's license (CDL) holders may still face suspension for non-compliance with child support orders. This distinction ensures that individuals relying on commercial licenses for their livelihood remain subject to child support enforcement measures, while providing relief to those who depend on personal transportation for work and daily responsibilities. The bill is designed to balance child support enforcement with economic realities, recognizing that license suspensions can create additional barriers to employment and income generation. By implementing this exemption, the legislation aims to provide struggling parents with a better opportunity to meet their financial obligations. However, it also ensures compliance with federal regulations.
If you have an issue with the child support program, you can access the court at any time. The right to access the court is the fundamental of our government, and it's well established and it's protected by the Constitution. And the case law is Ryland versus Shapiro, 708 2D 967. To challenge the DMV process in California, don't let child support discourage you. You can handle your case by yourself. And the case law is 28 U.S. Code 1654. All courts of the United States. You can plead your case on your own or by an attorney. However, the rules say that you are permitted to conduct your case yourself. So don't let them to discourage you when you're challenging the DMV process in California. Don't be scared. When you're in court, or you can conduct your case by yourself, and they cannot force an attorney upon you. And the case law is State versus Pendleton, or Moore versus the state of Michigan. Remember, you have a lawyer, but the problem is you do not have a lawyer because they cannot force a lawyer upon you, because you can handle your case by yourself. This is all about jurisdiction. Jurisdiction is the cornerstone of our judicial process. Without it, a judge may not rule and cannot rule. We have a popular solution or remedy, and it's give back my license. Whether you're on a computer or your phone, you can reach us at childsupport.newzenler.com. Our website, childsupport.newzenler.com, and you can download our solution. In order to challenge the DMV process in California, you need to write powerful and effective affidavit, and it's also available on our website, which is childsupport.newzenler.com. If you have any concerns or comments, you can contact via email at chrish289@protonmail.com. Also, subscribe to our video as well as hit the notification bell. We provide research on the child support process as well as the child support in California. Also, we're asking for a $25 gift or any amount.